INAudio presents The Russian Pink by Matthew Hart. Read for you by Thor Tom. For Heather. Yet from those flames, no light, but rather darkness visible. Paradise Lost, Book 1. Prologue. All diamonds are blood diamonds. It's just a question of whose blood. On a black August night, Pete Lau and Denny Forrester vacuumed a 1,512-carat diamond out of the C.I.A. River, Lunda Norte province, northeastern Angola, not far from the Congo border. The scent of jungle orchids drenched the air. The screams of animals tore strips out of the velvet night. Pete was taking a leak from the side of the barge. It was Denny's turn in the water. Breathing through an air hose, he was down below on the riverbed, harvesting the gravels with a suction tube. The river was quiet. The only sounds were the shrieks from the bush, the rhythmic whirring of the pump, and the rattle of stones on the sizing screen. Then came a loud clang as something heavy hit the steel mesh. It rolled off and landed on the wooden deck with a thump. Pete turned around from where he was standing and stared. The stone lay in the dim circle of illumination outside the harsh light around the diamond screen. He zipped up his fly, stepped over, and squatted down to have a look. The stone on the deck was caked in hard material, and yet it glowed. Light found its way into it through the cracks, and the crystal fed on the light, magnifying it and driving it back out. In this way, the power of the diamond pierced the covering. It pierced Pete's brain. Through narrow fissures in the surfaced incrustation, the jewel's light throbbed like the pulse of a ferocious god. Pete found a length of mooring chain and coiled it at the side of the barge. Then he dragged over the concrete blocks they sometimes used as anchors. He threaded the chain through the blocks. He took out his bush knife, knelt on the deck, and placed his hand on the cold, wet hose that pumped air to Denny. With a swipe, he slashed it. 15 seconds later, Denny burst to the surface, gasping and choking. Pete leaned over and dealt him a crushing blow to the skull with a 40-inch pipe wrench. He pulled Denny alongside, wrapped the anchor chain and blocks around his torso, and let the body go. It vanished in the murky water. Now Pete owned the whole diamond. He wrapped it in a piece of sacking, climbed into the aluminum skiff, and headed downriver to his camp. He cut the outboard 50 yards from the dock and drifted in, guiding the boat with the oars so as not to wake the cook. Quietly, his heart pounding, he carried the stone to the little diamond lab behind the machine.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?